Hi there, and welcome to the Call to Cinema. My name is Aaron, and today we're looking at the Arrow Easter Carnage sale, and I'm going to be unboxing some Arrow Easter Carnage releases. Um, Releases that I got during not just an Easter Carnage sale, the last Easter Carnage sale. And we'll explain that as we go through. Aside from that, there's two other bonus things that I'm going to be talking about here in the channel as well. So in two bonus discs, I'm going to be unboxing. So I thought that would be a ton of fun to do. If you're there, say hi. Sure to like, share, subscribe to all that jazzy stuff. I'm going to see if I can bring up the live video here so that we can make sure. Hey there, Chris. Welcome, man. Got Children the Corn Trilogy and a Vincent Price box set from the sale. Nice. Maddie inspired this one, so I got to give a shout out to Maddie, who asked me yesterday. He said, "Are you going to get anything from Easter Carnage sale?" And I was thinking, where I just got back, I'm not, but I do have a lot of stuff from the last Easter Carnage sale, and I never got to unbox it because I didn't get it till a few days ago. So we're going to look at the Easter Carnage sale, the one that they have there. I'm going to be unboxing various releases that I picked up from the last sale. There'll be box sets, there'll be 4Ks, Blu-rays, limited edition slipcovers, some that may or may not be able to print. We'll find out as we go through, and a couple extras along the way. Yesterday, I spent my entire day filming. Was it 18 unboxings coming up over the Patreon and some of my regular channel over the next month. So yikes! But let's get back to the thing that you'd like to see me most, and that is live. So live from Morocco, Caldesum International talks the Carnage sale. And before you ask, is Malcolm here today? I've tried to contact Malcolm. I haven't heard from him, so hopefully he's feeling okay. So there's that. But that being said, Maddie, you're welcome to drop in if you want to come in. I'm not sure if you're at work or not, but I always got to ask that. Since you are the inspiration for this video, you're welcome to jump in. I'm so excited to see Meet Witness coming up from Arrow Video. I have to say that right now. I want to take a look at this for a second. So this is just one that I love this movie. I've got this on like an old DVD working. Well, I always choose the wrong times, don't I? But this is such a good movie. I remember in my mind. The director of American Werewolf in Paris did this. Can you believe that? This is a 4K Ultra HD. Got a brand new commentary from writer-director, a brand new audio commentary with Matthias Kammermeyer, composer Wilbert Hirsch, moderated by Craig Lee Gambon. A brand new video essay with Alexandra Heller-Nicholas. I always love her stuff. Got a brand new essay again with Chris Alexander. You know, it's going to be really good as well. Chris Alexander does some great stuff too. Original snuff film presentation produced to generate interest for investors. That's going to be really cool. Original footage with Alec Guinness, filmed a decade prior to The Rest of Meet Witness. Oh, such a good movie. Anyway, we'll get to the sale now in a second. And hit on that. As always, I go from high to low. And to start, let's take out the lovely Miss Slicey and do a regular unboxing of Anika Masarakis film. So this one here, I'm not sure if I need Slicey for this one, is because this is kind of open already. Sorry, Slicey. This is one called Bloodstone. For those that have watched my channel for a while, know that I'm a massive Anika Masarakis fan. You know, movies like Zero Buzz or, you know, Blind Date are some of my favorites. I'm known out to Blind Date with Bruce Willis. So it was kind of odd that I didn't have this one in my collection, even though like he didn't direct this one. Dwight Little, who directed Halloween 4, directed this movie, but I think it's produced by Nick Masterakis. And I don't think. Well, this had the booklet. It actually does. So it has a wonderful picture there for Dream Demon. Love that card. And shockingly, we get the booklet, which you don't expect to get when it's an older release, because nowadays, once the booklets are gone, That's it. So, guys, whenever you're like looking for these releases, always know that the booklets are always in the first printing. So it's a Mark Cunliffe did the write-up for this one right here. And I don't remember this movie very well. I think I've seen it. Written by Nick Masterakis. Produced by Nick Masterakis and directed by Dwight Little. So yeah, we had that one right. There is the alternate artwork right there, and I don't know which one to keep it on. What do you think, guys? This is pretty cool. So is this. I think I'm going to keep it like that. There's a famous actor in this movie from How am I doing this? I actually got my glasses on. Yeah, Tamil megastar in his first English language role. So that kind of interested me. My better half loves these type of films. You know, she's a massive fan of this type of stuff. Before she went into like doing marine biology, she was going to be she wanted to be an archaeologist, and her parents were not super cool with that. So let's look at some of the releases that are here for sale. I'll give you some recommendations as we go through, and you'll see less of me. All right, so we can see that they've got like 3 sets there for the Chucky collection. Man, I am so not on board. I saw this in person, this set, and I would love to say that this looks better in person. It doesn't though. It really, really doesn't. And for 80 pounds, I'd probably wait for a little bit cheaper for that one. Now, I do like the Chucky films. Like, I'm a massive fan of the franchise. Getting some of these in, like most of these in 4K is a really cool thing. I would love to have that. Hey there, Alan. Welcome, man. Shotoscope Volume 2, if you don't have it, 70 pounds isn't bad for it. Shotoscope Volume 1 for 65. Sold out, of course, because that's a really good price for that. These, I haven't got any of these like Spaghetti Western collections, but I do need to pick these up. Savage Guns 4 Classic Westerns Volume 3 is here. We got a Film Noir Collection Volume 3 here as well. A recommendation on both of these. Let's look at the films on each of these sets. So it looks like we got I Want Him Dead, Wrath of the Wind, El Perro, The Reward Is Yours, The Man's Mine. And we have For the Apocalypse. That's Lucio. Is that For the Apocalypse? Yeah, For the Apocalypse, which is a really great Lucio Fulci Western. Strong recommendation. We got some great Western actors in here. Great actors as all, like town actors, like just across the board. We got another non-town actors. Hey there, Simon Tech. Welcome, man. So we got Robert Woods here, Rosabella Muri, Terrence Hill from the Trendy films, Fernando Rey, Fabio Testi, Thomas Milian, just some, Craig Hill. He's in Bloodstained Shadow. Yeah, perfect right there. Just some really great stuff. Definite recommendation on 4 Classic Westerns Savage Gun set. Really, really good one. 4 Film Noir Collection Volume 3. What do we got in this one here? Calcutta Ride the Pink Horses, which was also released by Criterion. We got Outside the Law, and we got The Female Animal. There's a book there as well. I wonder how big that book is. This is a limited edition hardback book. It's a hardback book. That looks really good. It looks really good. Looks like Volume 2, Blood Money for Western Classics is already sold out at 40 pounds. So I would recommend, if you're like on the fence, but you're a spaghetti Western fan, grab Savage Guns now while it's still in stock. At 45 pounds, it's a great price for 4 great spaghetti Westerns with the book, with the poster. Uh, it's a limited edition version, and I'll show you as we go through the difference between limited edition and non-limited editions because I have an unlimited edition here as well of a release. We got Weird Wisconsin, the Bill Rabin collection at 40 pounds, which is a really good price for that. Oh, the Grudge collection. I would recommend it, man. I almost picked up the Grudge collection. I am a massive fan of those films. Is that the one with the 4K? Because if that's the one with the 4K, like, snap it up. The Katsuhito Ishii collection looks to be out of stock right now. Got a print out of stock, not quite sure which. Hellraiser Tetralogy actually looks pretty good. I saw that actually in Paris. We got the 4-film classics, Volume 2 here, Noir Volume 2. We got The Suspect, Sleeping City, Thunder on the Hill, and Six Bridges Across. 3% sales on Blu-ray only. Still good to have all those films, especially at the right price. I haven't seen it here yet, so I'm guessing it's going to be a lower price one. We have Gamera, the Showa era, and Gamera, the Heisei era here. Both of these are 30 pounds each. They're both really good. If you like the cheesier Gamera stuff, then the Showa era is going to be what you want to see. If you want like a more kind of a solid storyline, then the Heisei Gamera era is definitely going to be up your alley. The Kenji Fukasaku collection is here as well, as is the Sergio Martino collection. These are all like the Sergio Martino collection is all like put together of like 3 films that were released separately. Oh, yeah, that's the thing, man. Like, got the 2 Chabal sets and the Fulci 4Ks in the era. So, good choices. Doesn't worry that much. Owning the films for a good price is now more important. It is. It really is. But if you don't have the Sergio Martino's, Case of Scorpion's Tail, Suspicious Death of a Minor, and my favorite, Your Vice is Locked Room, and When I Have the Key, are ones that I would definitely recommend. Hey, sweetie. Got Miss Lordy over here. She's adorable. And we're down to things here, like we're at 30 pounds. To get Blood Hungry, the films of Jose Larraz on Blu-ray, which has Whirlpool, Vampires, and The Coming of Sin. It's a great collection. And grabbing it for like 30 pounds is a really great price on that one. Herschel Gordon Lewis Feast Blu-ray set. That's a ton of movies in there. Yes, it's in like the smaller box as opposed to the bigger box, but it doesn't matter. It's the same films. So that's going to be 30 pounds as well. We got the Phantasm Complete Collection there. The reboxing of that one for 30 pounds. I mean, you can't go wrong with those here. The Yokai Monsters Collection, which I have. Do I have it right there? I'll show you. Because that's a regular standard edition, sweetie. This is one. I know some of the stuff my better half likes. Well, this is one that she picked up. Like personally, when I was picking up movies, I picked up the Sam Katzman set, and she picked up this one right here. This is her style. So the Yokai collection. This is the regular edition of it, the standard edition. There used to be like an edition that was, more, I guess, premium. We got the Gothico Fantastico set here for 30 pounds as well. That's actually a really good price for that set. What do we got in this one? I've been meaning to look in this one. Lady Morgan's Vengeance, the Blancheville Monster. I do know that one well. Third Eye, The Witch. I know. I probably know all of these, actually, to be honest with you. But yeah, we got Franco Nero here in the Third Eye. So great stuff there. Looks like we found that John collection that you're talking about. Let's go look at it. So, for those who don't know, John, the Grudge. This is the original Grudge, um, and it is packed with a bunch of films here. So we have we got Juan. So in other words, the Grudge. Juan 2, uh, Juan the Curse, and Juan the Curse 2, Juan the Grudge, Juan the Grudge 2, Juan White Ghost, and Juan Black Ghost. So a bunch of like really, really cool titles here. With a ton of special features, 4K restorations. Even if it's not 4K, it's still 4K restoration. So you know it's going to be, if you got a 4K player, it's going to bump that up. I agree, man. The price, the Chucky said just doesn't, the artwork doesn't do it for me. And I do want to have that set, but I waited on the Ring set, even missing out on the book because I didn't like the box art for the Ring. And I got the standard edition because I like the box art better. But I don't know. Maybe I'll do that for the Chucky set, or maybe I'll just wait Cinematech till it comes down. Looks like we got some third window films releases here with Toshiaki Toyota 2005-2021 limited edition Blu-ray set. The War Trilogy just sold out, unfortunately. That's a second run release. Lucas Moodysson collection on Blu-ray for £30. I don't know this one. I'm pretty sure I don't know this one. So if anybody can like sell me on this one, do it, because I definitely can't recommend it. 40 years of lead. Well, let's get the lovely Slicey, because I just got 40 years of lead. So this is a set dealing with, and yes, I now know how to pronounce it. Hold on. Please Itachi films. So the beautiful Slicey is going to come out, and we're going to open up this set. This did have a non-standard release limited edition with some extra stuff in it. I missed out on that. I did not get the Beatrix. You stop going for the plastic. You're going to hurt you. So this one here has, there's 5 films altogether. English subtitles for the Italian soundtracks. Audio on Cult 38 Special Squad, Highway Racer. English subtitles for Italian tracks. All of them here. We got Plizzatesha, Violence and Justice in the Years of Lead visual essay. Rat Eat Rat. There's a whole bunch of interviews and stuff on here, so let's open it up. So this is one of the ones that actually really intrigued me. So this is the case. No, the case is happily resolved, and the plot line to this like stuck out. So we got Enrico Maria Salarino from with Crystal Plumage, and what's kind of neat is, so basically this guy is sitting by a river, and he's just there, and he hears somebody like being attacked. He goes over, he sees this guy murder this one, murder his wife, and he runs away. But the guy, the murderer, goes to the police and says, "Hey, this guy murdered my wife." So it becomes a bit of a Hitchcockian type thriller with that. And I'm actually really intrigued to check this one out. So you can see there's artwork on the inside for this one here as well. This one is the one that's on its own. The other ones are double features. This one has a visual essay with William Webb, an interview with Vittorio Salarino, an alternate ending. So, make sure I get these in the right order. Are these in any order? Okay. Next up, we got Cult 38, Special Squad, and Highway Racer on here. So you do the cat. Nope, they're all on. So Cult 38, Special Squad is here. Highway Racer is right there. And right here we have the Savage 3. And oh, we got one of his cards. The Snake Girl and the Silver-Haired Witch. On the inside, we have Like Rabid Dogs. And for those that are going to ask this question, yes, it is a AB release. So there you go. So I'm pretty sure we picked this up. Now, no, we got it from the UK, but they are pretty much region-free releases. So very stoked to have this one in my collection. Go right here. There you go. It's the second unboxing on the channel. We have Kenji Fukasaku's Battles with Honor and Humanity, the complete collection. It's a really good set. 30 pounds is a steal of a deal for that one there. And The Cinema of Conflict, 4 films by Krzysztof Kieslowski is another great one as well. I like Kieslowski a lot, so that was a tempting one for me. Eric Romer's 100 Comedies and Proverbs is another set. Like, if you're a Romer fan, you're definitely want to grab that. Giallo Essentials. We have the blue box right here, and that includes Death Walks and High Heels, I think. Death Walks and High Heels, Death Walks and High Heels, Death Walks at Midnight, and the Forbidden Photos of a Lady Above Suspicion. Now, I already have all of these, so this is not the Giallo set that I would need. Like, I already have that set. The Kuji Yoshido Love plus Anarchism one is here as well. The Giallo Red set is here. On this one here, if you don't have them, the films included in this set are The Possessed, The Fifth Chord, and The Pajama Girl Case. 3 really solid titles if you don't own them. Looks like Indicator has a sale going on live in 4 days. Nice. We will be definitely covering that Indicator sale at Cinematech. So I got some Indicator releases that I picked up recently. So we'll be looking into those as well. The Tasho trilogy is here with 3 films by Sujin Suzuki. The House Collection, which is another great collection. There's 2 different House collections. If you get it in the US, the House Collection has House 1 and 2. But if you buy the UK edition, you get all 4 films. So definitely I forgot to put this back in. Definitely a difference in that right there. Now, Rainer Fassbender. The Fassbender collections are, you got to be a Fassbender. It's like Bergman. You got to like Fassbender stuff. I'm not sure. The Shoot's never one of my favorite John Wayne films, to be blunt and honest with you. So you got to like Fassbender stuff. It's not going to be the happy films. Fassbender's films are not happy, but they're magnificently well put together, and I do enjoy them. We got 4 film noir classics here as well. I got a few of these, so I wouldn't be able to buy this set because I got Force of Evil. I got the big combo. Secret Beyond the Door and The Dark Mission mirrors there as well. You got the 3 films there, and we're at into the 25-pound range now, so we're getting to some good stuff. Again, we already saw that. The Ring collection, I have that over there. If anybody needs to see that one, if it's any of these there that I might have, and you say, hey, can I see that collection? Can I see that set? My Arrow stuff is right behind me, so I can show you. The Vengeance trilogy, which I don't have, so I can't show you that set. A great set right there. Looks like we got the 4K here, Ultra UHD of Carlito's Way. And I will be unboxing a 4K UHD during this one as well, like a limited edition box one. Got 4 film noir classics here. We got the other Carlito's Way. So this one here was a limited edition. I love this limited edition cover over the regular edition cover. So this one here says the Arrow Store exclusive. This one here just says like limited edition. But this cover here, way better than the regular cover. Got Love and Death, you're into those, then you're into those, then you know it. Stray Cat collection. I really like this one. I have this set. The four Marx Brothers. I really got to pick that up one these days. I almost picked it up this time around, actually. Came from the Swamp Bloom Gruffy set. My good friend George actually got this one for me. And we love this set, by the way. Family Values is a fun set as well. I really like this one. The Cycle story continues. Psycho 2, 3, and 4 on Blu-ray. And then yeah, I like Psycho 4 a lot. I probably like Psycho 4 a lot more than some people like Psycho 4. The Taisho trilogy is here as well. Cold War Creatures, four films by Sam Katzman. When Hin picked up the Yako collection, then that's when I picked up. Vengeance Trails there. That one's on sale for £25. That's actually a really good price for that. If you want to get some more Polizia Attaché, we got Rogue Cops and Racketeers, 2 crime thrillers by Enzo G. Castellari. Yes, that's the guy that did Inglourious Basterds, the original. Films of Olivier Assayas. Hope we got that right. We got the Demasian trilogy here for £25. The first film of the Fassbender set. 6 Gothic Tales. Definitely recommend that one. Got the Giallo White collection here. I love these Giallo collections. They're so gorgeous. We got the Night Evelyn Came Out of the Grave, the Iguana with the Tongue of Fire, and Suspicious Death of a Minor. As you can see, we're already kind of crossing over with the Sergio Martino set. So you got to be really careful when you're buying these Giallo sets, which ones you get. Blood and Black Lace, limited edition Blu-rays here. The Lighthouse. It's not sold out, actually. Lighthouse is sold out. Major Dundee is there for £20. Count Yorga collection is there. That's in stock, and it's loaded with features and stuff. Bonuses. The Tremors 2 Aftershocks Blu-ray is there. The Cloud Tribal one that Cinematech picked up is here. We got the Buddhist trilogy as well. Let's see something. And since I don't see it here yet, I like Contamination, actually. It was a lot of fun. Let's unbox the only Giallo Essentials collection that you need if you picked up the regular Giallo releases when they came out. This is Giallo Essentials Black. It is probably, this is the one that if you don't have any Giallo, if you got all the other Giallos, the 3 in here are not put out like on their own, at least not yet. It has Smile Before Death, The Weapon, the Hour, The Motive, and The Killer Reserve 9 seats. So, the beautiful Miss Lacey, we are going to go ahead. I will open up Giallo Essentials Black, let you guys see what it looks like. Yeah, I really like Contamination. It's got a FC arrow, and that's great features on that one. It's a wonderful interview. Oh, it slides out. Okay. So it looks like this one slips off. Right here. So see the limited edition contents. All 3 discs here. Let's see what's on each of these. So it looks like we got brand new audio commentary with Troy Howarth and Nathaniel Thompson on Smile Before Death. Original English, Italian, and English front and end titles. Small Vaina, brand new video essay with Stefano Amadio, film journalist and son of Civilio Amadio. The before seen extended nude scenes. Not used in the film. Final film. Image galleries. And the second disc, we got a commentary by Alexander Helder Nicholas. Always love her work. Amanda Giallo. A brand new video interview with actor Salvatore Pontillo. Front and end titles for the last English language dub. Image gallery. On the third one, we got a commentary by Kat freaking Ellinger. Hang with Howard, a video interview with actor Howard Ross. Writing with Biagio, a video interview with screenwriter Biagio Proetti. And Italian tactical trailers in Italian and English, and image gallery. So let's look at these here. I'm sure get in the right order. So first off, we got Small Before Death. It does have alternate Italian art, which is really good. Actually, I'm almost tempted to turn it over. That's the disc right there. Has Edge of Sanity as the card. And it does have its very own booklet. I wonder if all three of these have booklets. Let's see, we've got write-ups on this one. Oh, Rachel Nesbitt write-up. Oh, that's going to be good. So we got a Rachel Nesbitt write-up, some fantastic art in here, some... Let's dive into number 2. So next up is the weapon, the hour, the motive. Okay. So disc is regular there. So we have alternate artwork right here. Italian art. We have, along with this, I'm not sure if I can show the back art. So Barry Forshaw does the write-up in this one. So again, expect some really good stuff. I might watch some of this today, actually. And the one I'm extremely excited about, because I remember this one actually a little bit, is a Killer Reserve 9 Seeds. It's probably the one I remember most out of all these three. And so I want to see what the alternate artwork is for this one. Oh, of course. It's a sexy art. It's definitely getting turned around. And we get some intensely wonderful art here. We got Peter Gumstad doing the write-up on this one. Yeah, recommendation on these sets. If you don't have the releases, that is. Strong recommendation on this one. I will be reviewing the set in full. Of course, Steph would always do. It's Crawford. It passes the knock test. This here, and protect your hard box. Got this slip. Make sure I get done right. Make sure I get done right. Oh, there we go. And there we go. Don't say I don't show you anything. Of course, the Decalogue, I was going to recommend that. Anything Claude Chabrol, I will recommend. Chabrol is just genius. Boyhood. Okay, kind of a gimmick. Go. I'm always going to recommend the Decalogue. I love that one. Children of the Corn. I know you guys got this one, and great choice. Super cool stuff. Waterworld limited edition 4K. I got the Blu-ray edition, so I don't need to get the 4K. But part of me wishes I'd waited. But still, like I got a great like 4K restoration Blu-ray for this one from Arrow. So it's just I love this movie a lot. Ringu here. I've got the Ring collection, so that one's sold out anyway. Last Emperor sold out. Looks like we got the Demons 2. I actually love that cover. 4K UHD. We got the Ringu Limited Edition 4K Ultra HD, the regular edition right here. Demonia. I have a hard time recommending Demonia. Hey there, Gino. Welcome, man. Added 3 more episodes of Six Gun Theater. Real. I got to check out the second one. I haven't seen the second one yet. Because I'm, I was in Paris. but yeah, Gino's doing great work. If you like Western, especially the classic Western stuff, he's doing the Six Gun Theater. It comes up here. Not only is on his local channel, but it's also been being uploaded here on YouTube. So check out his channel. Check that out. I find it hard to recommend Demonia because I really didn't like it very much. I would love to say I did. I'd love to say this is, and who knows? It's been a while since I've seen it. Maybe it'll ring differently with me now. But I'd still watch it over Boyhood. But yeah, it's a gorgeous, like, the case is gorgeous. 18 pounds. If you're gonna get it, like, for me, it's like it's a 10-pound buy. Anybody's thoughts on Demonia? Anybody got differing thoughts on Demonia? I would love to hear, like, somebody that actually really likes it, kind of, give their fervent, like, love of the film. Looks like we got sold out for just the regular lightest 4K. Last Emperor Blu-ray is sold out. Ringu is sold out. Fear and Loathing Las Vegas, which is an amazing film, is sold out. We got Black Cat here. Again, another fantastic film. Weird Science. I love that movie. 4K. This one is here. The Sisters Brothers is here. 4K as well. These Shaw Brothers Presents. You don't need these if you got the Shaw Brothers Volume 1 collection. But if you don't, well, they're good to have. Looks like Game of Death Limited Edition 4K, which is, Bruce Lee's worst film, but still, it's good to have his last film, is here. Way of the Dragon's not, which is a shame, but maybe it'll come back in stock. Joanne the Grudge, you want to get the Grudge, just grab the 4K of that one. If you're not quite sure on getting the whole set, well, there it is right there. It's 4K edition of Hellraiser here as well with a poster. I'm sure we saw this Road Cops one before, right? There's the other Shaw Brothers set. It makes up a large part of the Shaw Brothers Volume 1 collection. I think maybe Peking Man might be the only one that's missing. This is a Wolf of Wall Street. I like Wolf of Wall Street a lot as a film. It just doesn't hit me as an Arrow film. I love the 1976 King Kong. I was so in love with Jessica Lange back then too. Time Bandits. I have the steelbook of that one, and that's another movie that I hated when I initially saw it, but I grew to love it. Sisters Brothers is here. We got another Wolf of Wall Street. The Big Boss, which is a really good one. Big Boss Fist of Fury, I think, too. For me, that's his two best. You said that the Hellraiser set was incomplete due to only containing the first 4. Do you understand what straight to video is, right? like the first 4 were the theatrical films, and even 4 didn't get like a great theatrical release. But anything after number 4, for Hellraiser, for the Hellraiser series, and you know this, I don't have to tell you this, but you can tell them this. We're straight to video releases, and not just that, but none of them were initially meant to be Hellraiser films. They were like even Part 5, which I like. Inferno, that was meant to be, it was another film. They like tack Hellraiser into it, but all the rest of them were like straight to video, and they were kind of made to keep the Hellraiser franchise, the licensing there. So they take a script that wasn't Hellraiser and they put Hellraiser into it. The first 4 films, though, are the actual films that were meant to be Hellraiser. All 4 were in theater. That's kind of on them, though, isn't it? Like, sucks to be them. Your fees about an incomplete set. Good Lord. Some people's kids, Cinematech. Some people's kids. What do you do with them, right? What do you do with them? These are people that don't know film, but they like to complain. Take Back the Night. Yeah. Human Condition. Sort of, but again, not a big one for me. Another Wolf of Wall Street. How many freaking Wolves of Wall Street am I going to say? Goes here from Third Window. Fist of Fury. And look, it's Wall Things, a limited edition 4K UHD for only £15. That is a steal of a deal, my friends. How do I know that it's a steal of a deal? Because it's our next unboxing. Wild Things is a movie that knows exactly what it is. This got a bit of hate. Not from guys like Roger Ebert. Roger Ebert loved this movie. But it takes itself very not seriously. And once you kind of realize that Wild Things isn't taking itself seriously, that isn't one of those serious, dramatic, sex erotic thrillers, but is very much like these people know what they're doing. And it's very tongue in cheek. Then Wild Things hits on a different level. So this here's the limited edition. This is one here is £15 right now. So this is the 4K release. So let's take off the J card. Very carefully. All right. Let's check it out. See, it's 4K Ultra HD for Wild Things. Now, one thing to know is that unlike certain releases, this one does only come with the 4K UHD. It doesn't come with a with an extra Blu-ray, or sometimes comes with a Blu-ray. The new Conan 4Ks are on sale. Oh, I would love those. I would love that. I'll look for those in Paris. Actually, I can only find the Blu-ray. So we got the Boxer's Omen there, but this also came. This is the back of the cards, by the way. So let's share the Wild Things cards that came with it. Beautiful Denise Richards. Nev Campbell. Kevin Bacon. You definitely see most you'll ever see Kevin Bacon in this one. Another Kevin Bacon card right there. I would say I'm surprised there's no Matt Dillon card, but I'm not. I'm really not. I remember they had like because Matt Dillon and Kevin Bacon were initially supposed to do like the scene, and Matt Dillon was not into it. And Kevin Bacon was like, "Yeah, let's do that, man." Is there alternate artwork? Well, let's find out. So this is a new art, but because that's on here, let's switch it around to its original artwork. Artwork that most people are familiar with. For those that aren't fans of these films and don't know them, Wild Things have 4 films. It is not a trilogy, it's a quadrology. At this point, anyway, till more comes out. Now, aside from that, we also have a poster here, a double-sided poster for Wild Things. This is the original poster right here. And the newly commissioned art. We'll check out the USL. It's a couple of pages after. Everybody has celebrity crushes, man. It's not a couple of questions. My wife and Hugh Jackman, there you go, right? If you do not have a celebrity crush, you are not alive. Write-ups on the Wealth of Things. There we go. I've met some of my celebrity crushes too, just so you know. Ann Bilson and Sean Hogan did the write-ups for this one right here, running at around 60-odd pages long. Pass that knock test. My better half was kind of surprised that I picked up Wild Things. I don't think she got the joke when it came to the film. Like the, but I do know about Stephanie Beach. So we got the Blood and Black Lace Blu-ray, Robin Prince of Thieves on Blu-ray. I know there's a 4K that one as well. Graveyards of Honor, 2 films by Kinju Fukasaku and Takashi Mikai. The Weird and Wonderful World. I guess this is a mess up. Got the 4K UHD of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, which is on theater. I like that one. Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer. I'd like to pick up eventually. It's an uncomfortable film, but I actually like it. It's got such good performance. Last House on the Left, 2009. This is another film that, although it is such an uncomfortable subject matter, it takes it in a way of like kind of kitsch and absurdity. Oh, for those that are wondering, like what's on the Wild Things one, we've got exclusive audio commentary by Director John Naughton and producer Stephen A. Jones. Yes, the same John Naughton that did Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer, by the way. Exclusive audio. Okay, we did that. We have exclusive interviews with Naughton, exclusive interview with Dennis Richards, a making documentary, Understanding Liar outtakes, trailers, just illustrated booklet, double-sided poster, a whole bunch of stuff. But yeah, this is very much camp. Like The Last House on the Left takes us off in a very much in a campy style. If you know what I mean, if you see The Last Murder in this movie. We got Silent Running here, 4K. I like Silent Running. It's a bit of a slow burn. But if you're into it, you're into it. We got Candyman here, Birth Crystal Plumage, Croupier. It's not Croupier, so stock, unfortunately. This is actually a good one with Alex Kingston from Doctor Who. So, and for those that don't watch Doctor Who, from ER. Pitch Black, have this 4K. This was the first 4K that Arrow released. One Missed Call Trilogy, I have this one as well. This is a great set, by the way. Graveyards of Honor is here. Old Boy. That'll keep you up at night. It's a different title. We got Tremors in 4K, standard editions here for King of New York as well, and Flatliners and Battle Royale. Got some nice standard editions here for Deep Red, Tenebrae, and Phenomenon at £15 each for a 4K release. That's actually really, really good. Second run one here of Desire and All My Good Countrymen. Robin Prince of Thieves 4K, you see, is out of print right here. So at least out of stock. Got the 4K of Crash. I have the limited edition. This was sent to me by a viewer, and I was very appreciative. Cinema Paradiso 4K. If you don't own Cinema Paradiso, it's £15 on 4K. It's a fantastic film. You should own it. If you love cinema, you'll love this movie. Electric Dragon, 80,000. Donnie Darko. I'm not going to lie, I never was a super fan. Yep. Well, he's in all the Tremors, but yeah, he's definitely in the first one. Him and Reba McEntire in the first one. We got Dune 4K here, Hills of Eyes 4K, Children of the. There's so much great 4K here. Like for such people always say, "Oh, 4K is so expensive." I can't afford to buy 4K releases. There's just too much. Look at this. These are £15 4Ks. Great prices, and when not just great prices, great films. Dune on 4K. The Lynch. I think a lot of people that have watched the new Dune films, the first two, can go back now and watch the David Lynch one and get where he's going with it and like appreciate it more. Hills of Eyes 4K is here for the original Hills of Eyes. Children of the Corn 4K. True Romance, truly great film. Cat o' Nine Tails. We got 12 Monkeys here. Videodrome, all £15 each. All £15 each for 4Ks. That's a great price. These Wild Things, the limited edition Blu-ray sold out with £12. You can imagine it did. How You Live Your Story. Selected works by Kevin Jerome Everson here. Again, it's a second run release. We got another Czech release here for second run. Do a lot of Czech releases actually. We have this Street Fighter trilogy for £12. That's really good actually. as is the game trilogy right here for £12. Oh, we got Ghost Hunting here, a second run release. Kotoko, a Funhouse, brilliant film. £10. Highly underrated slasher film, by the way. Like it's you can also make a drinking game or something, or at least a game out of like all the references of the Frankenstein you'll see throughout the movie The Funhouse. Great Tobe Hooper film. Tobe Hooper film. If you can't tell the difference, I mean, it depends. I don't think anybody should have to like go into a format the one that they can't afford that they're not comfortable with or that they're not. For me, um, you're looking at one having at least a minimum of 55-inch, preferably 65-inch television set for a 4K, for a 4K setup, and you're going to want to make sure that you've got the right viewing, right amount, right, like you're far enough away so that you can not just see the difference, but it's not just seeing the difference. With 4K, it's hearing the difference. So if you don't have like a Dolby Atmos soundbar or like a Sonos soundbar, um, then it may not make as much of a difference. I do not need to plug my laptop. No. Uh, hopefully you can hear me okay. There's no dings, if that's what you mean. But it all depends. If you got a decent size, and it all depends on the TV too. I had the first 4K TV I got was a decent, modestly priced, you know, lower to mid range 4K television set. Hey, Death Bomb, welcome, man. You got your order yesterday. Sweet. Um, and now I'm rocking an LG C1. So, which is again is more expensive, and it's you really tell the difference. So it always depends. 45-inch TV, no soundbar. You're probably good on Blu-ray. I mean, at this point, unless you really want to go out and get 4K. But if you're not seeing any difference, and you're just paying extra money for, like, I get the 4K release if there's no Blu-ray release and it's a 4K release. That's or say you get a 4K release that's the same price, and you got a 4K player. If you don't have a 4K player or something that plays 4K, there's the other thing too. I have a dedicated like Sony 4K like player, and it's now I've got a Xbox Series X and a PlayStation 5 as well. Now the thing with the Xbox Series X and the PlayStation 5 is that although they play 4Ks, they don't play Dolby Vision. And Dolby Vision is where you get to see a lot of difference in the color and the color grading. Since I spent so much time talking about that, you guys get another unboxing. And let's do the Scare Maker. So what is the Scare Maker? I actually don't like this color. Here we go. It's got slicey here. So why did I buy this? Because it was limited edition. I'm a sucker, that's why. This is a completely different film. It's got a commentary with Justin Kurzweil and Amanda Reyes on here, so that's going to be good. So for those that don't know what the Scare Maker is, you better find out. For those that do, of course you do. You're probably a slasher guy looking at me. Oh, come on, it's stuck to my hand. Come on. Ah. All right. It's Girls' Night Out with Hal Holbrook and Hal Holbrook's son. And I'm sure Hal Holbrook did this movie because his son wanted to be in the film. So what do you do if you're a slasher serial killer and you want to terrorize the campus? Well, you put on a bear suit and you take some steak knives and you put it through the pile of the suit. I don't mean like a scary grizzly bear suit. I mean like a cuddly bear suit. Although it's a fun film for what it is. We get a commentary on here. We get a brand new interview with actress Julia Montgomery, brand new interview with actress Laura Summer, interview with actress Lewis Robbins, brand new interview with actor Paul Christie, a brand new interview with Lauren Marie Taylor. So if you're a soap opera fan, you know that is. And John Diedrichson, archival video interview with actress Julia Montgomery, the Scammer alternate title card. Does it have the booklet? It does, and also has a card for Wild Things. So here we go. I semi-regret getting this cover. I know it was a limited edition, all that. But I prefer the other Girls Night Out cover. See, the original artwork, what I saw on VHS back in the day. And trust me, it would get you to rent this one, at least. This cover right here. You know what really turns me on? I love to be scared. Interesting to check this one out. So I'm gonna have to crank the audio a bit on this one. Kind of like what I have to do with my. Oh, and who does the write up on this one? What you guys know? Oh, Michael Gingold does write up on this one, so you're gonna get a good write up. So I would recommend. This is the limited edition cover, and it is embossed a bit right here. I expected some kind of gloss on the blood, but there's not. Now there's some embossing with some gloss on these here finger knives, like steak knives. If you pick up the limited edition release with the Girls Night Out cover, which is not as limited as this one, but I really don't like this cover. Thought I might like it more when I saw it in person. Let's just do the rest of the unboxings right now. All of them are limited edition covers. All of the rest I like way more than this. We got Slicey here. Because some of these may still be in stock. I think Scaremakers is still in stock. Yeah, this is a gorgeous cover. So here we have Deadly Games. Look at that. Look at the glass. I switched to headphones. Okay. I like the way this is done too. It's different. Like it's almost like on a book when you see the writing on the back of a book, on the back of a novel. So you open it up here. This is the artwork for Deadly Games, which is what the original. We got one here, the Werewolf, which is part of the Sam Katzman set. I do like having this on its own. That's actually kind of cool. The booklet for this one here, I'll check out. Oh, it's Amanda Reyes. So yeah, that's going to be really good. So. Okay. I do not remember this film, so it's going to be a good one to go into and just check out. Artwork on the inside of this is, well, I think it's the same artwork that was on the slipcover. Yeah, so there you go. So does it pay to get slipcovers? If you like the movie enough and you want, but don't get a movie just for slipcover. Do not do that, my friends. Get a movie because you like the movie. These were just like cheap slipcovers. Easter Carnage is the best time to do that. So Deadly Games right here. Feature-wise on this one, I forgot to tell you guys. We get a brand new audio commentary with the Stereo Continues. Studios of Shit, a brand new interview with Jerry Ray Mansfield, a brand new interview with special effects stunt coordinator John Eggert, Never before seen production photos, promotional material, screenplays is on the for if you got a Blu-ray, ROM for your computer, you can actually read screenplay. I gotta do that one of these days, like start putting out the screenplays. And I have one more Arrow Blu-ray to unbox for you guys. It is hard, like when you like to not know, to be unsure. Yeah, I'm glad I got this one. So this one is a favorite of mine. So the next one I'm about to show you is one I really like. I used to have an old DVD of it, and it says Raging Fury, but it is, of course. Come on, before I show it, the cover. Who remembers what this is called? If you're a fan of like the Last Drive-In, so Joe Bob Briggs did a few commentaries for DVD back in the day. Now, when he did a commentary for this one, the DVD edition of this one was cut. So this is the uncut version. Hell High, right on Death Bomb. And here we go. The alternate artwork for Hell High. Such a good film, too. This does include the right. Okay, yeah. Brand new audio commentary with director, producer, co-writer Douglas Grossman and cinematographer Steven Fireberg. Archival commentary with director, producer, co-writer Douglas Grossman. Archival introduction and audio commentary with film critic Joe Bob Briggs. School's Out, a newly filmed interview with the director, producer, co-writer Douglas Grossman. Newly filmed interview with Steven Fireberg. Newly filmed interview with Christopher Cousins. Oh, that's going to be cool. The More the Better, newly filmed interview with actress Maureen Mooney. A newly filmed interview with composer Rich Mocker and Christopher Hyams Hart. A tour of the original Hell High filming set. Archival video interviews. Deleted scenes. Alternate openings. Trailers. TV spots. I've been lucking out so far with these here, like booklets. Well, with all of them, I get booklets of every one of these releases. This one here has, again, we got Wild Things twice now. And let's check before we check the alternate artwork, which is kind of blah. Well, the original artwork. It is a Michael Gingold one. So this has one of the most insane openings for any film, which I won't give away. But this is a brutal film. Death Bomb, I'm sure you like this one. Love the artwork. I'm really loving this like back artwork that they're doing on these here releases. So they do give it its own unique disc art, as well as having the original art that the teachers are tough, but their exams are murder. That is the most misleading. I think you're gonna like it a lot, man. It is. The opening is batshit insane. Because it sets up. That's the most misleading tagline for any of these movies. Because you guys have been so cool and you've stayed, let's do a couple non-arrow unboxings. A couple extras that I had here. Let's unbox Wild Beasts. So, got the lovely Miss Slicey here. Be careful. This is definitely one I'm gonna watch on my own, but this cover just sucked me in. Not my favorite. No, the next one I'm going to share is one I really liked. Wild Beast is one of those that people be surprised that I picked up. Is this a digipack? So is this one of a guy? Crazed by drug-induced blood rage, the animals break free from PCP. I kid you not. So let's open this up. Italian Genre Cinema Collection, number 7. What a booklet, just like a scene selection thing. How will it be in English? It should be in German, I think. Otherwise known as Nature's Revenge. Okay, so it is in German as well as English. So should be intriguing to read this one, actually. Artwork on the other side. This is the thing, guys. When you stay for a while, you never know what you're going to get here. And let's look at the elephant release of Doctor Strange. And no, not the Benedict Cumberbatch Doctor Strange. The Peter Hooton Doctor Strange. So if you were a fan of, well, a certain Severin film, Night Killer, then Peter Hooton was the star of that. He was also the guy that played Doctor Strange in the TV movie with Jessica Walters as a villain. Unfortunately, late Jessica Walters, who a lot of you guys know from Curb Your Enthusiasm, for Arrested Development. So there was a kind of a lame-looking Scream Factory kind of like limited edition release. But this is from Elephant Films. It comes with a 15-minute interview as well, and kind of a TV trailer. So let's see what it looks like. You can see Doctor Strange right there. It's Jessica Walters. Playing, of course, Morgana Le Fay. Oh, cool. So there's a little, like, Elephant Films, I guess, a catalog in here. There's some artwork on here from the movie, as well as a Blu-ray and DVD. Not sure if there's artwork behind that, but we'll find out in a second. Oh, wow, there is. So full artwork on here. I love the fact that it's old school. Sure, Alan love this. It's a DVD Blu-ray combo pack. Oh, yeah, it's true. Inglourious Basterds also does have Peter Hooton. Hey, Malcolm has appeared. I could say something, but I'm not going to. 420 Hong Kong movies, like actual like movies or VCDs, or we're going to do an intervention for Malcolm. Says the guy I just picked up like 43 films. But I told you guys I had bonus stuff here for you. And aside from for those that just came in late, unboxings for Hell High, Deadly Games, Girls Night Out, 4K of Wild Things. Jello Essentials Black Collection. Years of Lead. And Bloodstone. We got a nice mix of releases. Yeah, I'm looking through. Oh, I'm looking through all the releases, like Third Windows, Second Run. As they're coming through, we're going through from high to low. There's some decent stuff here. I mean, like there's. I have this actually. I actually have this version of Tetsu. Next is Virgin, Vampire. When you get to down to these $10 releases, this is when I'm saying at the point you can take chances. Like do on some of these here releases, like don't go in the house. It's a weird. I mean, I like the movie. Like it's it's a classic and the video nasties, but it's not my favorite. I'm not gonna lie. Grateful Dead. It's like cover. You want to for that one? So, well, there's some really good stuff here. Cold Fish is a classic. There's another one right there. There's a lot of really good films here as we go through. Um, Battle Royale 2 is also a film. Not a classic, but it's a film. Funuki, show some love, you losers. I don't think I've seen this one, but I kind of want to. She's cute, man. Um, Aspiring but cash-strapped actress Sumiko returns home to the village of Ishikawa to attend her parents' funeral and renew her feud with younger sister Kiyomi, who previously damaged Sumiko's reputation by portraying her as an underhanded character in her popular manga comic. Hoping to inherit a sizable sum, Sumika is forced to stick around with brother Shinji, when brother Shinji tells her of lengthy legal delays. As Sumiko settles back into her old room, a series of flashbacks brings to life the family's previously eccentric life, contrasting it against the calm and peaceful setting of rural Japan. This is an Aaron movie. This is 110% an Aaron film. Everything about that movie speaks to me. Executioner Collection, which is fun. It's a fun collection. House That Screamed. I eventually got to pick this one up as well. Again, one that I really like. I just haven't had the chance to pick it up yet. I was going to pick it up during the last sale. See, Scaremaker's still there. It's still available because of that crappy cover. It really is. I mean, like, I love the movie. I love Girls Not Out. And I thought, okay, when I buy Scaremaker, the cover, it's going to be like, people always told me that the cover for Severed Arm, once I get the slip cover for Severed Arm, it's going to be brilliant. Like, even though I didn't like cover online, like, well, no, once you get the slip cover for Severed Arm, it's going to be way better. But no, I'm still not sold on this one, guys. Like the movie, fantastic. Features wonderful. Cover, it's all right. Glad I got it because I loved it. Like my slasher movie collection would not be definitely would not be complete with a Girls Night Out. I actually do like that film. Takes a bit of a time to actually get going, to really get going, but once it does, I think it's a lot of fun. And it does kind of goes for a bit of an abrupt ending. Enter the Void, I liked a lot. Like, there's a ton of great releases here. So that's if I'm gonna get anything from this sale. I don't think so, and I'll be honest with you. Um, I just got 43 new releases. That's not 43 movies. That's 43 releases, and some with like multiple films and box sets and all that type of stuff. It's gonna take me a long time to get through that stuff. Um, so I can't see me like grabbing more until I've done a good dent in what I got. It's just not feasible. To- hey Malcolm, by the way, you're welcome to come in. You just got to let me know. Done with chore I liked. This is one I did enjoy. Then again, after that comment, um, there's truly some great stuff here. The link over now. Come quickly though, because I'm not sure how long my computer's gonna. By the way, if you want to, super chat or donate or buy me coffee, feel free to do that. No pressure. Just enjoy the video. That's the most important thing. Join the Patreon. You see a whole ton of like unboxing stuff coming up like really soon. One's already up there for American Werewolf London Prestige Edition. But above all, just have fun. Nightmare at Noon is the new Hamas Trucks one I don't have yet. It's one I gotta get. Hiruko the Goblin, actually, it wasn't this edition, I don't think, but there was a really nice edition when I was in Paris that just came out. And well, I don't know if it just came out, but I just seen it. Now, it wasn't the third window edition, but it was a really nice edition. I'm almost like a digipack, uh, kind of slip edition of it. Like they do some really good editions over there, man. Sister Street Fighter of £10 for that was actually a really good price. Again, one I'd pick up, but I wouldn't. But when you're doing this, remember, it's important to work within your means. So if the sale like this, it's really great, and it's like stuff that you can afford, and that you're gonna watch. It's wonderful. However, just make sure that that buy what you like what you buy. Always my recommendation for that. So there's the other cover for Girls Night Out right there. See, which I think is a better cover, to be honest with you. Got the Untamed right here. FM. I used to have not a CD, not an album, but an 8-track for that one. There we go. I think he's trying to figure out his camera there. Aloha.
Oh, hello.
I can't believe you got over 400 films. Are you serious?
Yeah, why not?
Did you watch? Have you? Okay. Then I have one question.
Sure.
Are the 400 films that you've seen a lot of before, or these movies that you've never seen?
They're movies I've never seen.
Okay.
Why would I buy movies I've seen?
because you want to watch them again, or because that you want on them. See, I've seen Girls Not Out.
Yeah, but then you already know it.
Yeah, but I'll have time to watch it. And I can go watch Bloodstone, which I don't think I have seen, by the way, and eventually come back and watch one because this is like a comfort film.
Yeah.
And you got 428 films. I'm doing an intervention here.
Hey, 420
you're my
films, you know, with such titles as Itchy Heart and everything. How can you go wrong?
Space and amount of time to watch these movies. I know you're younger than me, but you're not that much younger. You gotta watch.
Oh, what are you on about? You're like 80, I'm like 20.
Neither one of us are either close to that age. But yeah, there's some great titles here. I am glad I picked up the Giallo Black set. I got to say, I cannot wait to watch those. I think the Killer Reserve 9 is the only one I've seen out of those three.
Oh.
Which is different. What was that? I think the Balcon there for a second. Hopefully, he hasn't gone deaf. We'll just wait for him to come back in. We got the Killers here. This is, I think, the Cassavetes version of the Killers with Angie Dickinson. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Don Siegel. Yeah. So, because you have two versions of the Killers here. Lee Marvin, John Cassavetes, Clu Gallagher, Angie Dickinson doing the role. Ronald Reagan as the bad guy. Oh, there we go. I'm going to give him a second to get all ready, and then we'll get Malcolm back in. You okay, man? Did you go down?
Yeah, I don't know what happened. My earphones aren't working for some reason.
It went kind of weird. I mean, it was like some kind of like techno music was coming.
Yeah, it was really weird. So that was on your end as well.
I heard it, man. Oh God, yes, I did hear it.
I was like, what the hell's going on?
I was like, God, I hope he's not hearing this like too loud.
Yeah, so what are we looking at?
I was just looking at some of these released here. Horror Express is one that I do recommend. It's one of those films that everybody's seen. I'm sure, like it's if you're especially if you're a certain age, you saw it like on TV over the years, probably like cut, but still, it's a great one to buy for like £9. It's a good release.
Yeah, I'd recommend that.
Gas Food Lodging too. Only Sky. You got like Only Sky, Brooke Adams, and Feruza Balk in the film.
Can't go wrong with that cast.
That is Only Sky, man. Who doesn't love Only Sky? Like seriously. Speaking of sexiness, let's start out with The Key. A Tinto Brass.
Okay, let's talk about coffee.
We'll get the coffee in a minute. But you've seen The Key, right?
Yeah, I've seen The Key. I don't think it's as good as All Ladies Do It, though.
It's different. I mean, like this one's sold out, so it's not going to matter. Video's private, no crap.
But I sold my copy of All Ladies Do It, the Blu-ray of the book, in America for $160.
Stefani Sandarelli stars in The Key, and correct me if I'm wrong here, but Sandarelli is, isn't she like the wife of a politician or something like that? Like
I believe she is.
She tried to get. Didn't he try to get this one like kind of blocked?
Yeah, it just shows you, doesn't it? These people, if they're going to marry hot women, then they need to understand.
I hate when you come back and they've all switched around. Like this is one of my pet peeves.
Have you seen Harpoon? It is annoying though, especially when you're trying to follow a Sal.
Yeah, Harpoon. I think I have actually. Kalatiki I liked. Satanic Panic was one of the better, more modern films that I just was really funny. 2000 Maniacs. Yeehaw. Just by the set.
Yeehaw, cowboy.
Lights Are Not for Children is a weird ass film, but I liked it.
Yeah, let's try it. It's weird. There we go. That's better. I can now look and relax at the same time.
A lot of these selling out here, like these, like there's the keys sold out right there. Catboard Jungle is actually a nice title. This one always goes on sale for like super cheap. I haven't seen this documentary yet, but I really want to.
I've got it with the slipcover. I bought it when I first moved back.
See, I saw it in Canada, and it wasn't like super cheap, but wasn't expensive either. But I was
Yeah.
bound to pick it up. But it was, there's other things that kind of came there first. Switchblade Sisters. I've never upgraded that one. I have the old like God, who did it? Tarantino. Yeah, the Tarantino DVD for that one.
I watched it digital originally, and I didn't mind it, so I bought the Blu-ray.
Yeah, it's a good, like Jack Hill. It's what you expect from Jack Hill.
Yeah, I think I saw it on Midnight Pulp. I think. Did
So
you
and
look
Dad
at
are
the
like,
audience announcements?
not yet. We'll look into those actually in a couple minutes. Actually, let's do that now before we go any further, because I haven't even looked at them. So when I say like we're literally looking at them the first time.
5
So
titles. 4
okay,
against 1 Bravo.
4 So we're starting with this one here then. 18 years in prison. I didn't see a lot of Radiance when I was in Paris. They were there, but like nothing that really kind of stood out.
Yeah.
I expected them to stand out more.
Yeah,
Like,
I thought it would have been as well, especially in Matt Luna.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Look at the stuff that I got. Like it's hard once like okay, I'm here and there's no physical media, right? So I'm seeing like Radiance and like Criterion and all this stuff. I'm like, oh, these looks really good, right? And I get to Paris, and they have these insane editions, like this gorgeous stuff, like from companies I've never seen before.
Yeah.
Putting out releases that just blow everything else out of the water. Like, to be bluntly honest. I'm like, okay, I want to pick up this, but like Remy's got this amazing edition here. We got Captain Canary, Radley Metzger.
Yeah.
They're, even like regular standard edition of Magic looked better than any Radiance I saw.
Yeah.
Which is sad.
I think the one people put me off is the price of one film, for instance. As somebody who buys carefully, I would be, I'd be careful. But you're different to me because you buy a lot of the films you've seen and that you really love. So there is no real wrong in the cost. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah. Well, for me, when it comes to it, like I said before, I want to make the film library that I'd want to walk into if I just walked into this place blind. It was a video store, and I looked around and said, okay, this is everything I want. Whether I've seen it or I haven't seen it, it's just like it has to be something that truly interests me. So I picked up a lot of stuff, like different stuff that kind of goes outside my my comfort zone, because I do like a lot of genres. But it's just it's got to be the right time. It's got to hit me the right way. Like this one right here is one that I would pick up. But here's the thing: this is going to cost what? Like, I see that's good. 14 pounds. That's a good price. Like 15 pounds.
Yeah, I think that's bargain. I mean, I think it's like 16, 17.99 in the UK.
See, if I would have saw that for like 15 pounds, I might have picked it up.
Because I think it takes it off because of where you are in the world.
Yeah, because it's a bit pricier where I was at. When some of the stuff I picked up, like when I picked up Magic, it was 10 euros. So that's
Matt Luna titles in I know the Radiance titles in Matt Luna were like between 22 and 24 if they weren't the box sets
for an import, right? Because they're they are import releases. Have you seen 18 Years in Prison, by the way? Because I haven't seen that one.
No, I haven't seen that. I haven't seen it because you got to remember Radiance. I've noticed a lot of their Japanese films are, I would say, it's going to sound really bad, but a lot of them are proper cinema. And a lot of that proper cinema didn't come out of Japan until recently. I mean, don't worry, you get lots of cinema from Japan, But when I say proper cinema, I'm talking about things that are not things like Battle Royale or stuff like Verwinter films. I'm talking about the proper stuff like you'd compare maybe to Shawshank or something like that in quality.
I prefer Battle Royale. I prefer Battle Royale to Shawshank. To be honest with you, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh,
100%, like any day.
no!
And I do like Shawshank, but Battle Royale is a better film.
I think you can't put them against each other anyway because they're different.
You just did.
No, but I'm saying that. I'm saying that's what the Japanese movies from Radiant seem to be like. I mean, the ones are not gangster ones.
Oh, there's a lot of gangster ones. To be fair,
There's thousands.
Like, okay, this is a drug pusher in Paris right here for this one.
Yep, there you go. This is the story of your life, and you went over there.
That's it. Aaron wants to go back to Paris, but I gotta say, I
tell everybody you're moving there.
I love the
but you filed for divorce and you're moving into Metaluna and going to just live in the store.
Right, live in the store. That'll be the best way to do it. Wait, is that Bo Bridges? His Bo Bridges.
Yeah.
This cover sucks.
Yeah, it does suck. I find a lot of their covers do for the most part. They just seem like shots of scenes.
It's like early Criterion, you know what I'm talking about? Remember the Frank Henlotter, like the documentary?
Oh, yeah.
That Maddie agrees with me. Battle Royale rules. There, yeah. And I mentioned Rolling Thunder too, which is another absolutely fantastic film.
I didn't say Battle Royale sucked. I love Battle Royale. I just think that it's a different kind of cinema to what Radiance would be releasing.
Like, you've seen The Landlord, right?
Yeah, a long time ago, but yeah.
Hal Ashby. I'm pretty sure it is Hal Ashby. It's got to be here.
Not a bad movie.
It's okay. Like, it's okay. It looks a little bit better here.
You remember, I get this in my subscription.
Well, that's the thing. Like, you're good anyway.
Yeah, like, it's the Bravo titles I pick up.
We got Francois Truffaut, Jean Paul Belmondo, Catherine Deneuve. Oh, this is one him to pick up. I haven't bought anything from Radiance. I actually offered to be a Radiance like a reviewer. They turned me down.
That's why you won't buy their stuff, because you're bitter about it.
I'm a bit bitter. Like, that's not a lie. That is true. I've actually mentioned that on here before.
But I would tell you guys right now a story. Aaron Video called me from Paris, and he had a copy of a Radiance Star in his hand, and he said, "Watch this," and he threw it on the floor, stamped on it, and then peed on it. Yeah.
There you go. No, I didn't. Actually,
I threw it under a car.
Like, I told Malcolm when I was there, because I want, like, George, good friend of ours on here. He said you got to buy Radiance title when you go to Paris. You know, you got to get a Radiance title. And I felt bad because I got there and I couldn't find a good Radiance title that I wanted to buy. I actually went to Malcolm. We talked. I'm like, Malcolm, I can't find a Radiance title that I want.
Oh, you should have got that World of North set.
It wasn't there.
It must have been, because it didn't say it was sold out on their site.
I know, but that doesn't mean anything, because when I went to the store, there's stuff that they said was sold out that was there.
So it's just not updated properly then.
Yeah, like the thing that's updated the most is brand new and used. That tends to be updated really well. If it was there, I didn't see it, and I look, I spent a lot of time.
Yeah, you were sitting there. You were in there for hours. You know, story.
He went across the street to
Aaron was messaging me, right, and he was in the store for nearly 6 hours.
Not that long, but pretty long now.
I was sitting there, and oh no, I just realised something. I own this. I own the keynote. I own the keynote. Hold on, I'll show you.
All right.
Still sealed. Those mother.
See, I would have been a very good like representative for Cinematech for Radiance. Oh, you do. That's a nice cover too.
That's two places. That's two places that have made announcements this week. Well, I've actually got the titles here and Vinegar Syndrome.
Well, check the Vinegar Syndrome. I haven't seen those yet either. We'll check those out in a minute too. Francois Truffaut, Jean Paul Belmondo, Catherine Deneuve. You can't go wrong with this title, guys.
Well, I love Belmondo because I love his schnozzle, because he's got a lovely big nose. I like people with big noses, and you can trust them.
So that's why I like me.
Yep.
I actually thought they would too. Actually, I think it's because I said I said I'm called Center International, so I'm in Morocco now, and so before I had the chance to go back to them, like Warren, and say to them, hey, but I can have stuff shipped to Canada, or stuff shipped to Paris. They just like shut me down. So that was a bit disappointing. Okay, this so this cover here, that's the same as your Kino, and this is a nice cover.
Yeah.
This other cover sucks ass.
Yeah, it's not very good, is it?
Yeah, it's like a bad Honeymoon Killers cover. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The bride came as advertised. Sounds like a porn announcement. Okay, look at the Michael Reeves Revenge of the Blood Beast. I like Raro. I just do. I really love their stuff.
I like their stuff now from Radiance, because the actual company themselves suck. Not in quality, but when it comes to pre-orders and stuff, there's people who have had stuff pre-ordered for like 2 years and still not got stuff.
That's why you just buy Raro in the store, man. Like I bought the Hodowarski set.
Yeah.
And, £5 and like €5 in the store, and I'm like, okay, I'll pick that up.
Yeah, I'd never buy it directly from them.
So this is Ogilvy, right? I'm pretty sure Richard is saying. Yeah, okay. Auto commentary with Paul Maslansky, Ogilvy, Barbara Steele, modern by David Gregory from Severin.
Ooh.
I always was surprised that they didn't choose Ian Ogilvy like for Bond back in the day, because he looks so much.
Well, he did play the same, didn't he?
Yeah, he was so close to Roger Moore. He just had to and he had that. Maybe they wanted to get away from that, do different than Roger Moore. Maybe that's why.
Yeah.
Newly filmed interview with Kim Newman's going to be good.
I'd love to meet Kim Newman.
Me too.
Like that.
All right, here we go. Vinegar Center. Let's see am I going to be excited before we go here? I have no idea.
You're going to be extremely excited for one title.
All right, let's see. Oh, they put it out. I don't know. There's already a good release for that, though. So we got the Maniac comic here, Maniac 2 Roadkill.
Yeah, that's the big
I don't trust to buy these from them because of you.
Yeah, because they come damaged.
Yes, that's.
Well, the stupid thing is they put at the bottom of the box with no protection.
If I saw this in the store, I'd pick it up. If I was at Metaluna and they had it there, I'd pick it up.
Oh, yeah.
So, Touch. The hell? Which one's this? Should I know this? Paul Schrader, right?
Ooh, yeah.
Paul Schrader?
Yeah.
It's okay. This is not like Paul. This is not like peak Paul Schrader era. This is like late 90s Paul Schrader.
Well, especially considering American Gigolo was announced by Arrow as well at the same time.
Oh my god! Yeah, major difference. What
annoys me is I thought their media books, or whatever they fucking are, really, was going to be was going to all be 4Ks.
I wish their media books were just media books. Like I now own actual media books, so I know the difference.
They feel more like table books.
Yeah, and I'm like some people are like, oh, they got their first release and it kind of came apart.
God.
Pagnini, that's okay. I'm looking for the one you said that I really like. I'm gonna guess it's the Cynthia Rothrock one.
No.
House Where Death Lives.
You've seen that, right?
Long time ago. Joseph Cotton. I've seen everything Joseph Cotton. I'm a massive Joseph Cotton freak. Started back in the day of Hitchcock. But yes, so you're gonna ask me about this one? I don't remember crap about this movie now, man. Do you?
No, I don't remember anything about it. Witch Door is a really good release. That's an actual 4K.
Oh, we're getting a 4K then. So we got Lady Reporter, but we already got
I
a really
bought that
nice.
from Eureka like last year.
Yeah, we already got a really nice Lady Reporter. Do we need another one? I guess if you're North America, you don't have it. Like, but it's a
So
much sexier cover.
I've got 2 movies coming out at the same time from 2 different subscriptions. Well, I've already got them.
Is this part of the subscription package?
Yeah.
Well, worst case scenario, you can sell. You can, if there's no difference in it, you can trade it in and like get some for it.
No, I'll probably give it. I'll probably send it. I'll probably give it to someone.
Because the 88 Films edition is like way sexier. So let's be honest.
Yeah, I might see. If Alex wants it.
Do you want to? Oh God, are you serious?
Which door?
Amy Adams. I don't remember this one. I don't remember this one.
I'm really surprised by that because I would have thought it would have been one of those movies you would have been hyped for.
I know I've seen it. Can I look at the pictures?
Yeah.
Well, are they safe? Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think some of them are.
Who's doing the artwork on this stuff?
It's a slip within a slip.
It's
gonna be like it's gonna be like the Phase 4 one.
This is a choice artwork wise that much right now. See, this is giving me like really like we're talking about the Little Darlings. Don't have any media books. I've got like media books right behind me. Let's see if I can actually show you one.
So far, the cinemagraphs or whatever you call them, cinematics. I haven't got Red Rock West because I've already got a Blu-ray of that, so I didn't see the point. I've got Going South, the 4K. I've got Little Darlings. I've got
to get for 1 second. I'll bring you right back in.
What else?
So this is a media book right here. These are German puffy. They usually have boobs on them, as Malcolm will say once he gets back. And if you're really lucky, bonus films.
Ooh, yep. They normally have nudity on them. I wish all covers did, to be honest.
E.T. right there.
Yeah, E.T.
D. Wallace is like nude on E.T. and stuff.
The Goonies, but not obviously the kids. The bad woman in it.
Jim Ramsey.
Yeah. About Smith, but I have Kathy Bates on the cover. You
don't get the style.
Yeah.
It's really hard to explain a media book until you actually see one in your hand. It's like think like a digibook, but like bigger and classier, I guess is the best way to put it. Usually have really good write-ups, great artwork on the outside, on the inside, very limited. Not like, and I don't mean like limited like 1,000 or 10,000 or 5,000 copies. I mean like 250 copies, 150 copies, 500 copies, stuff like that.
Normally
like,
4 different designs sometimes.
But yeah, and if the ones like I got, one that's at 250 and that's it.
My question to you, while I think about it, is did you see Jose's movie, Headless Horseman, there on media book?
I actually would have picked it up because I know that it did get a media book.
It did. That's what I'm asking, because where you were, there was loads of them, weren't there? So I just was curious.
There was a ton. I mean, like, but that being said, like, media books sell really well. One came out on let me see if I can find it here. Today, like in the use section, and it literally sold out within like 10 seconds.
You know what we need? Because does anybody know, or has anybody got any ideas while everyone's looking, what the April Fool's thing's going to be from Vinegar Syndrome? People keep saying it's going to be a massive box, but for $24, I'm hoping it's at least a movie. because I think that's way overpriced for a box or anything.
Yeah, like here's like a media book for New York Ripper. Look at that.
Lovely.
Sold out immediately. Of course it would. If I would have saw that, there would have bought the hell out of that. You know me and New York Ripper, man. Every copy.
Well,
New York
you know
Ripper.
what? You know what? If I ever see Satan's Blade, I'm gonna pick that up before someone else can get it.
There's a couple copies of that there, man. Which is incredible. We're actually kind of close. We're both kind of close to Germany when you really think about
Here
it.
we are.
We're like a flight away.
Do you know if I got on a plane right now, I could go to France or Germany and be back by the end of the night if I went early in the morning.
I recommend it sometime. I do recommend you check it out. I mean, like, go to Met Luna, go to Fnac.
I'd love
Yeah.
to go and meet Bruno.
He's quieter than like he's the co-manager.
Yeah.
I talked a bit more. He did more talking. I was just looking at movies. Like I was not like
Yeah, that don't surprise me. That's what Donna's like. Donna ends up talking to the people who run the place while I'm too busy going, while I'm looking through the media.
Yeah, like I was there. I was just looking at stuff and picking up. Like I showed you those. Remember those John Rollin like media books that I picked up there? Love getting ducky. I do love getting ducky.
Doggy.
But this gives me like shades. I don't remember which story very well. Remember a movie called The Forest?
Yes.
Like
you're talking about the one by Chef Factory, not Chef Factory, Kano released, right?
I know Code Red did it, but they probably
but they re-released it.
Yeah, this here is really giving me Force vibes, as in like the low budgetness of it.
It looks nice though in quality.
Oh, well, yeah, of course, it looks nice quality. Do you remember this movie? Like, if you remember watching this one?
I don't remember it at all.
Yeah, me neither.
We got to remember, for me, I love horror, right? But there's certain movies you remember, and then there's certain movies that just mix in with each other. It's like a massive washing machine full of horror, which just feels the same, you know, until you see it again and go, oh, I remember that moment.
Something about this movie appeals to me, though. I can't put my finger on it.
It's the guy in the background, right?
Oh, that's what it is.
Oh,
there's some. No. Actually, yeah. This is a good one. This one hypes me. I think it's gonna be like, it's a lot of people are gonna hate it.
It's time for you. Most of the partner labels sold out in half an hour when it went live.
Well, let's see the partner. Let's see what they are. Okay, I'm ready. All About Lily Chow Chow.
That's a 2 hour and 20-minute weird movie. Daniel
isn't real. That's okay. Actually,
I didn't buy that. I didn't buy it because I've got the Arrow version.
Yeah, I mean, it's good. It's okay. It's not, you know.
It's not one of those you have to buy it again kind of movies.
Yeah. Drift. Yeah. The Grand Land of Small. I can't remember.
That's one of yours, isn't it? And that one yours because that's Canadian Pictures.
It is. I was trying to remember if it's that. If it's the guy I'm thinking of. Yeah, this is another one of those. Yeah, Milos Forman really like.
Is that one you recommend?
Do you like Czech films?
Sure.
Okay, if you like Czech like fantasy type films, then it wouldn't be one of my first choices for like when these releases. Nothing so far has like hit me as like, oh, you got to grab this one.
That trailer one sold out immediately. Like lasted 10 minutes.
Hey folks, it's the intermission time video party. Get a ton of trailers. That's not bad. That's fun. That I'd buy. So far, that's the only ones that I buy at least.
Yeah.
Kindaza.
Oh, okay, that mum and pop store one. That documentary I've been waiting for 2 years to come out because it's got a mark in it from Orbit DVD.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So this isn't one I'm going to see on Tubi then. So it's just
Probably
making
will
sure.
eventually. Probably will eventually.
Because a lot of theirs I do see on Tubi. But I still want to own them if I like them. If the documentary is good, that doesn't matter, like where it's at. People are speculating that the April Fools will be multiple slips and look at the subscriber schedule. There's a horror box set slated for November. The slips will be alternates for that set. It's going to be hard. I mean, like, that bothers me a bit because here's the thing, Cinematech, that I got the, and I know Malcolm has it too, that 80s like horror set, like documentary set. There's 3 of them, right?
Yeah.
And it comes to the slipcover. But it comes to box set too.
Oh, In Search of Darkness.
Search of Darkness, yeah. But here's the thing: if you put these slipcovers onto the movies, it doesn't fit in the box set.
Well,
So you've either got to,
box even without the slipcovers. Mine came wonky.
so you either got to put them in with the slipcovers off, or you got to leave the slipcovers on and like do what I did and just have the box as a display piece, which is what I do.
Well,
so
it's the people who don't buy the thing that they get the slipcover for is what annoys me, because it's like you have to buy. If you want to go with it, you have to buy the movie.
Yeah,
that's why it should be a subscription only thing for sure, and give you the option that says if you're not a subscriber, you might have to buy something that goes with this.
Well, don't they have to about the movie anyway on their own? Like with Visual Maniac, they had about the movie.
No, but I'm saying, why would you, if you're buying like the slipcover without realizing it, why would you want to buy what if you don't want the movie?
Then then you roll that dice, man.
Yeah, I know, but still, it just seems a bit.
I agree.
I mean, I don't care. I get the movies, but I'm just saying for people that don't.
It's
so imagine if you did it and they gave you like a new Cadona set that was basically just Imperium on the cover. I mean,
yeah, no, I mean, honestly, like for that, like here's the thing: nobody's gonna be sure. Like, what they did one for? What was it, like Bio Zombie or something like that? Did one for like
that was the free one, wasn't it? That was the January 3 one.
And then there was like of course, there is a Visual Maniac. So if you don't like Visual Maniac and you got the slipcover, then I guess you're selling it.
To be fair, that slipcover had a beautiful lenticular.
It did have a beautiful lenticular.
The Fatal Games one kind of sucked because it didn't really feel like it made any sense.
That sucked ass. That was so bad. I mean, that was the worst. And we're talking to like 2 people here that grew up with like video games and stuff like that. So we know where that slipcover, we know what that references. Yeah. And it sucks. It makes no sense to that movie.
No. And I'll be interested because this horror box set was supposed to come out in November. They reckon it's going to be a really big one.
Witchcraft. I'd buy that. I'd buy that.
Oh.
Early Witchcraft would be fucking amazing, man.
The early ones, yeah, not the what do you call it ones.
Yeah, but it's not who cares about those? Those are short anyway.
Like yeah, not the David Sterling ones.
He didn't do Witchcraft. Not well.
He produced them.
Yeah, the later stuff and they're really like short. They're all short though. They're all like short films.
Yeah, they're all short. They're crap.
And they're like because they totally take the main and protagonist out of it. Antagonist they take the guy out of it. Like they kill off the main character, and then there's 2 cops, and
then like
they change the sex of the cops.
and then like
we got what else we got here? Other dimension of the films of Fabio Serino. Yeah, Out in the Ring. Okay,
this is one looks good.
Let's check this out, man.
I like
as you guys know. So Out in the Ring, LGBTQ plus. So Sonny just got to be here then, right?
Is this a documentary about LBGT wrestlers then?
Yep. So I'm guessing they're going to talk about Canyon at least. You know, he's passed on, but I'm sure they'll talk about it. He was kind of.
I'm sure Roman Reigns will be in it.
Yeah, they're out. Sonny Kiss right away. See, I told you Sonny Kiss will be there.
Yeah.
He's probably one of the most famous ones, right?
Nyla Rose must be in it.
Oh, there.
Was that
Lana Rose? Nala Rose, Nala Rose's Twitter game is like insanely good, man.
Mm,
Like they got an amazing Twitter game.
yeah.
like
I
my
love
better
it.
half follows Nala Rose's Twitter, and Nala Rose is like she kills people on Twitter
Whoa.
in the best way possible.
Are you talking about people that are horrible to her?
Oh, people that are horrible to her, and she's really funny. Most vinegar cinema collectors are slipcover collectors before film collectors. Oh, would you agree with that?
No. I agree with it to
There
the
are
point that most. Do you know what? I'm going to say a hot take here, and I highly believe this. 60, let's make it a weird number, 67.7% of Vinegar Syndrome buyers are absolute muppets who buy it just to sell it because they have no idea what cinema is. Yeah. And I'm not saying they don't know what good cinema is, because a lot of Vinegar Syndrome titles are good depending on who you are and how you like it. Like, I'm sure there's people that love Hellbikers and they love that, stuff like Jane Got a Gun and all this. But I just feel like when you go on the Vinegar Syndrome collectors page and these people are constantly selling
I'm going to
sealed
page.
copies of movies, but they're apparently bought, you've got an issue. You've got a problem, right? Don't be buying media, but you have no intention of watching because you're hoping to sell it.
Here's the thing, yeah. You bought a ton of movies today. Movies you're going to watch.
Yeah.
There's a difference. I bought a bunch of movies, like a ton of releases, right? And what am I going to do with those movies? I'm going to watch those movies. I'm going to enjoy those films. The sad part is that I think we're getting to this point, and we got to get past this hump, because what we're getting now, guys, is we are getting what happened to comic books, what happened to sports cars. We are getting into speculator territory.
Yeah.
And I've warned about that before, and I'll warn about that again. For those that don't know, back in the 90s, the sports card industry was messed up completely by speculators that were overbuying stuff that killed sports cards and made them worthless. So what happened then? Well, speculators had nowhere to go with the sports cards; didn't know what to do. But they've got that like speculator thing. So what they wanted to do is they say, okay, well, we're going to go out and we're going to find something else. So they looked at comics. There's a couple like news things on comics that sold for really, like comics from like Action #1 stuff that sold really for a really big price. So hey, you know what, comics? We'll buy comics, and so they started buying like a bunch of comics, and the companies like Marvel and DC and other companies, they fed into the speculator market, and they put out a whole bunch of like limited edition like covers.
Yeah.
Like chromium covers, like holographic covers, things with cards in them. Things.
I used to love those gold covers. The gold-plated looking ones.
Yeah, like Avengers had one of those, like big 300. And unfortunately, what happens is when you overproduce something, eventually the market it's worthless. So
Right.
you've got a market, and you've got so much product that the market can't sustain it. And as people start to realize, speculators aren't fans of comics, so they're not sucked in by the comics, not even reading them. They're just putting them in like in backboards and plastic sleeves,
Holding on to them.
and they're like, oh, they realize, oh, damn, this is not going to get any higher, and it's probably going to be, I'll probably be dead before this becomes, remotely profitable. They start to move away from that hobby, but the companies that are doing that stuff are at a point where they're going out there and they're taking a whole bunch. They've already like mass produced based on speculation of who was going to buy previously. So they've already overproduced a series of comics for probably about the last 6 months with special editions, special covers, all this type of stuff. And now there's nobody to buy them. So the first run of that is going to come through the hobby shops, comic shops that do that. But as they're like ripping the cover, sending it back, that type of thing, then that ends up like costing the comic companies a fortune, and at the time, bankrupted Marvel Comics. A little bit of history. So that right now is what I worry about with this. We are in a place of going one of two ways with this. Physical media is going to be physical media. It's not going anywhere. So when people like do the oh my god, physical media is going,
They're casuals. People say that are
it's
casuals.
yeah, like people that say that don't like haven't been doing this enough don't know this, but it's going in a different direction. Here's the thing: physical media, we're gonna have the speculators. Speculators are gonna go. Like that's gonna happen. They're gonna be here for a bit. They're gonna go, and those people are the people that are gonna be like. I think Vinegar Syndrome is gonna have to scale down eventually because it's not what they're doing now isn't sustainable. That,
No.
in my opinion, is not sustainable. Uh, so what we'll eventually get is the same thing we have with the record shops. And that is going to be a kind of a cool niche thing, and people are going to put out cool boutique releases, and there's going to be like regular releases for the kind of the casual stuff, like the Disney stuff. Some of the newer movies will get like nice releases, it'll still be focusing on stuff like the Deadly Games and the Asian films and stuff like that. You're going to see a lot of those. You're going to see places like Metaluna. You're going to see places like Orbit. You're going to see like a lot of places where you're going to see like record stores and record stores. And hey there, Mark. And are going to be like split even more between records and movies than they are right now. Because right now, a record store will have a movie section, but it'll be higher with like records releases. And as like the movies become kind of that niche, kind of like kitschy, kind of like kind of cool little like collectors thing. That's
Yeah.
what we're going. That's my prediction.
Mm. Well, one of my biggest problems, I think, with this whole collector's market, with everything, is how poncy everybody is about it. Like, I got my Vinegar Syndrome package in such a small box, and some of the covers on them had like scratches on them. They had like dents in them, and I was like, somebody who's buying it to sell would be like contacting them. I said to Don, I said, oh, it depresses me when they come that way, but I don't plan on selling them.
Yeah,
So,
no,
at the end of the world, it's not the thing. But if they were like massive tears now, obviously I'd complain.
yeah, no. That's the thing. Like, there's some good and they're still putting in some great stuff. Like, I'll be honest with you, like I don't get why a lot of these sold out. I'm Quantum Cowboys, not big
You
interest
tell
there.
me, you're telling me you won't jump on the tunnel?
It depends on how sturdy the tunnel is.
Oh, wait, if it's a water tunnel.
The only one I think that really
I
interests
think
me
the
is
must buy out of that, if I'm honest,
yeah.
for me, was the wrestling one, just because I love wrestling, and probably the mum and pop shop one.
Oh, 100%. Like those two for me, I would probably pick up that AGFA, like the trailer
Trailer
one
one.
too.
Yeah,
That would be like a sale one, but Mama
yeah.
Pop and Out in the Ring would be like that would be the two. That would like kind of stand out for me. Ken Loach film. This is something. This is something I'd watch, and not a lot of people would. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
like it's this is not like something that everybody's going to be clamoring towards. There's a reason there's 1,000 copies of this. Like, let's be honest.
Yeah, I did buy it, so I should have it coming.
Did you buy many? But you said you're going to buy 2 or 3. So how many did you buy this time?
I bought all of them, except Daniel is not well.
You bought Drift and All But Lily Chow Chow
Yeah,
and Kinzaza.
yeah. I had to.
No, you didn't.
I did. I'm a curator. I'm keeping it safe.
That's not curating. Curate. That's collect. Curating is when you're choosing movies that you like.
You asked me.
That you like. That you like.
There's a difference. A collector is somebody who buys stuff and barely ever watches it.
That's true. You do watch.
A curator is somebody who buys it, watches it, and wants to store it and take care of it and have it in the best condition they can after they bought it to make sure that it's always available.
But that being said, when you're curating, you're choosing your collection that is most that it mostly resembles who you are.
And that
You know,
does, because I'm eclectic.
an archivist. Oh, there we go. That's another name. So we got another name for that. That's an archivist. Okay, so
There you
you would
go.
be there you go. That makes you an archivist.
I'm
Okay,
an
so
archivist. There you go.
so
Thank
you'd be an archivist. I'm a curator,
So
and
the archivist is number 1, the curator is number 2, and the collector's number 3. There we go. We've got it now.
archivist is the one that eats beans and toast.
Oh dear. Now for me, I've always been somebody who watches everything and gives everything a go. So it's hard because most people you find have 1 or 2 genres they can watch, or 1 or 2 kind of things from different places. As me, I can watch any movie from anywhere in the world, and I can enjoy it for what it is. When I was a kid, we didn't have a lot of movies. We had some VHSs. We had, and they were all the stuff that everybody knows, like Die Hard, Prom Night, My Black Valentine. Arnold Schwarzenegger. All that stuff. Right?
Italian Stallion.
So yeah, exactly, and martial arts movies like Jackie Chan and all this. So when I got older, I was like, I don't want to be one of those people, right? It's going to sound really, really bad, right? But I don't mean it in a bad way to anyone else, just for me, right? So don't take it like I'm judging other people, because I'm not. But for me, I don't want to be one of those people, for when I'm having a conversation with somebody, and they go, "Oh, do you know this person?" And they, do you know, like martial arts, Bob? Do you know Gordon Lowe? Right? When I was a kid, I had no idea who that was. Right? Because I didn't even know Shaw Brothers existed when I was a kid. So,
Oh, really?
no, I didn't. I didn't know it. For me, it was Golden Harvest continuously.
Oh.
Because I probably watched them, but didn't realise they were Shaw Brothers. So as I got older, I wanted to learn more about these people. I wanted to watch these movies. I wanted to have this more view, like of English comedy, of Asian cinema, and all the Asian cinema I got come today, none of it's ever been released outside of Hong Kong, right? And I'm like, this is exciting because this is movies that I will know, but most people probably won't know unless they're big fans into the. To me, that's exciting. To me, that's like,
Flexing your cinematic muscle.
Yeah, exactly.
For me,
I just don't want. I guess it's. But sometimes I get tired. Sorry to cut you up here. I'm just finishing. I guess it's just that I don't want to be one of those people that always focuses on the most generic stuff and doesn't have any knowledge or able to communicate about something in a real depth and important way, especially about cinema. That's supposed to be one of my favourite things in Asian cinema. Like someone says to me, "Oh, have you seen a film with Stanley Fung in?" Right? I could say Winners and Sinners, My Lucky Star, and I could say a couple more like that. Or I could say Hooked on You. I could say Pom Pom. I could say, I Love Hong Kong, which are movies that most people won't know. And I feel like that's important because that way, not only have I learned that, but I'm also teaching other people as they teach me what movies.
I'm going to go with a couple things. Well, for me personally, pretty much any genre is my genre. It's just that for me, I really like to. I will laser focus to say, okay, I want this of this. Like I may watch film X or film Y, but and that may be this is the best in this genre type thing. But I may not be my choice when it comes to that. There's certain like genres like that I grew up with that obviously you kind of go towards, And
Yeah.
like for me, I grew up in the slasher era. I grew up in the sexploitation era. I grew up like in with the with the TV thrillers and stuff like that. So could I ever burn my slipcovers and just keep the films? I don't think I would actually. Yeah, it seems, but I could actually see people doing it.
Mm.
Eventually, like getting like a bit of a blowback.
It'd be like
Um,
it'd be like the women when they burnt their bras.
but yeah, except burn the bras is way more fun. But do you worry that when you watch so much of so much different stuff that, as my grandparents would say, that you become like you know a little bit about everything, and you're not so you learn a lot about a lot, or without not learning a focus on a certain thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you mean. I think
Which I don't think it's the case with you, but it's still it just makes the good devil's advocate
it's
argument.
a good point. It's a good
But I could
point.
be
I think
that's
that's
right.
why a lot. I think that's why a lot of times I focus on different types of movies every year. So, for instance, last year I watched mostly classic movies of all different genres. So I watched things like Casablanca. I watched things like the old Universal monster stuff. I watched stuff from Warner Archive. I watched, loads of older stuff, whether it was westerns or like original John Wayne ones before he was completely famous. You name it. And I think the hardest part when you do watch a lot of stuff is there's not always people who you can talk to about it. Because, I'll give you an example. Well, I love my cousin. My cousin is a great person. I'm happy for him in his life. I'm proud to be his cousin. Don't get me wrong. But if I say to him, "Hey, I watched this movie the other day," the first thing he'll say is, "Oh, I'm not watching that piece of garbage," without even watching it. You
Well,
know,
as long as you're not talking about deadly games, then you're
he's talking about Deadly Games.
bastard.
And do you remember the end of that movie is hilarious.
It's been a while since I've seen it, so don't remind me.
I'm not going to remind you, but it's hilarious. It's so, and I love the music scene in that. But I think that's the hardest part when you have so much to say and so much to talk about. And sometimes people just aren't on the wavelength of a certain cinema. And I don't think you have to have a great knowledge or you have to be smart or whatever when it comes to movies. Don't get me wrong. Because at the end of the day, you're watching them, right? You're enjoying them for what they are. It reminds me of something George said to me. Me and George were talking, and George said to me, "Look, when I watch a movie, I know whether I like it or not, but I don't want to go into great detail about it." And that makes sense, you know. If you're one of those, if you're somebody who feels that way about things, because there's people want to talk about movies like you and me, where sometimes we might over talk about and go into the detail, go why we love a movie, and then there's people that just watch a movie and they go, "I liked it" or "I hated it," and they want to move on, and that's fine, you know. But at the same time, that's still conversation, if that makes sense.
Well, there's like obviously there's certain ones that I want to do, and there's certain things like we're starting a podcast, and one of the first ones we're doing like 100 Years Columbia Pictures,
Yeah,
and there's a couple others that I got in mind, and I'll float some by right now. Actually,
sure.
is that I would like to do one uh, on specifically on that kind of that VHS 90s teen exploitation series
Oh, that'd be cool.
for like take the Wild Things. There's quadrilogy because there's four of them,
Mm.
and the Cruel Intentions trilogy. Add in the TV pilot that never made it.
You know,
And
my
talk,
favorite core intentions is the second one.
really the TV like
Yeah.
the man.
I love that one.
I had
You know.
I had a friend that for reasons that I'm not going to say, but Sebastian, that was my nickname.
Because you're a creep, right?
I am, yeah, pretty much. that was it. Like, she was always saying, yeah. That's what she'd call me. She'd call me Sebastian.
Wow.
And I'd call her Catherine. Which is good.
Oh.
But God, I was so young, man. I was so young. I'm old now. But no, I think that'd be good.
Eh?
That'd be. I think that'd be a good topic because like to really like kind of dive into those. Because
Yeah,
I find that when you see people talking about them, they
Yeah.
talk about them more disparagingly, and they don't.
Yeah.
There's not room for them.
Well, the thing to understand about the podcast when we do it is it's gonna be a proper podcast with proper conversation, and it's not just gonna be like a fly-by thing. We're gonna actually talk about the films. We're gonna talk about the subjects, and it's gonna be a really kind of exciting adventure, really.
No, I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. We're gonna have like a website for the podcast itself.
Yep.
We're gonna start up a Patreon for the podcast.
Yep.
We'll do the Buy Me Coffee thing for it as well. We'll just see how it goes when it comes to that stuff, and I want to do some merch for that there.
Yeah.
Which is at this point is the No Name Podcast, which we desperately have the name.
And don't forget, guys, if you want, you can get a shirt with my face on it. When that starts, you get a face of my shirt, my face on it, right? And if you wear that shirt and you send me a picture of it, I'll give you something.
You may laugh, but when I was doing the Call of Cinema, and there's one picture, one shirt, and kind of like she was doing it up, and because she did the artwork for it, and it was a picture. It was me with films in the background. It was at the movie library, and I said, "Well, cartoon it up a bit if you're going to use it." I said, "Nobody's ever going to buy that shirt, but it'll be funny, right? To put it on there." That is the best-selling shirt out of Call of Cinema.
I think I said the best-selling shirt on the website. I was going to say, "Whoa!"
It was, and I just blew my mind. So I'm like, okay, so there's people out there that literally have a shirt with my face on it, and that I'm not sure how I feel about that.
You need to make. We need to do. You need to make pin underwear where your face is right on the crotch area.
You can do that. You can do well, not me, with you. You can do that.
Yeah,
I'll do that.
I'll do that. Put my face on their crotch. There you go.
Because I was more like, okay, let's just, get the logos and stuff out there. That's more what I was concerned with. I'm known for my modesty. Some in between. Some in between what? Or your podcast, Alan, should be the same between. Oh, there you go, Alan. You can do it. But I mean, it's going to be different. I mean, I think it's going to find its name and its voice as we film a couple of them.
Yeah.
We do have to do a wrestling one soon, actually, not a wrestling podcast.
Yeah, we do, because WrestleMania's this weekend.
Yeah, and we're very late. We got to get one out before WrestleMania. Especially with all the news that's been out there, the CM Punk interview, all that stuff.
Yeah, I'm gobsmacked by that.
That's going to be interesting.
He's dirty. That's what he is. He's dirty.
Yeah, it was an interesting interview. It was a 2-hour long. I'm not a big Ari Emanuel fan, but I sat down, I listened to it, and
I want Colt Cabana to come out and talk about what CM Punk did to him.
What CM Punk did to Colt Cabana?
Yeah,
gave him relevance. There you go.
Oh,
it's the truth. I'm sorry.
That's not true.
Like I say,
if it wasn't for Colt Cabana and CM Punk won a shine back in the indie days.
CM Punk would have always shined because of CM Punk.
They carried
in the same way that John Cena would have shone anyway, even when he wasn't like great wrestler. Because I remember John's, like you do too. You remember was it the not the Protege, but what was he called? Before he had a name. Like Cena had a name. Anybody know this?
Oh, you talking about the bio? You're talking about the bioweapon?
No, there's something. It wasn't bioweapon, but it was like the. the Prodigy. It's not the Prodigy. Something similar to that. Like had like this name. It has this like weird look.
Are you talking about when he first came to WWE, when he was in the underwear?
Yeah, like back when when Ron Waterman was doing like the bakes and the Florida wrestling stuff, and he got like the early Batista stuff before they came on. But anyway, we'll talk about that when I do the podcast. I'll have it figured out by then. But I think it's going to be interesting. I got a lot of things to say that there's some things I agree with that Punk said. Some things I really disagree with that he said. But that's
and him putting down AEW because he sold that to WWE. You gotta love it, yeah. He puts down everybody as soon as he's not there. His back's turned, their back's turned, and he's telling everybody.
It's like Ric Flair. He's doing Ric Flair all over.
Except the only difference is Ric Flair was a real wrestler. Oh,
yeah, no. Punk's a real wrestler.
Time, better wrestling.
But here's the thing, like that's at the end of the day, Punk is like unfortunately does that, and Ric Flair does it too. Like every time Ric Flair goes to a different company, I hate WWE. TNA is the most amazing company. It's wonderful working there.
If I was to be honest about CM Punk, I would say years ago he was a really good wrestler. He really was, and he's still decent, but he's more injury prone now than he was, which is what happens when you get older. You know. It's not his fault. It's just the way the body is, you know. And, you know, unlike Ric Flair, who could go, even look at Ric Flair's last match. That was better than anything CM Punk did in AEW.
Oh, God, no, it wasn't. Ric Flair's match was horrible.
Ric Flair passing out is better than any match he's ever done.
Here's the difference. Punk is wanting to do one thing only right now, and that's just, at the end of the day, not wrestle. He's itching to work behind the scenes and help younger people get up
there.
Yeah. There was the Jack Perry thing. I will say right now, was he ready with Jack Perry? 100%. And that's been backed up by different people. Jack Perry is apparently, you know,
he's young. He's brash.
Yeah, he's the son of unfortunately his dad's passed on, but he's the son of a teen heartthrob, and maybe that kind of got to him a bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
That and being involved with like guys that I think are great wrestlers, but I do think do have a bit of the toxic persona. So we'll talk a bit about the whole Young Bucks, the click kind of scenario, which we'll get into.
I think the difference between modern day wrestling now and wrestling in the 70s and 80s when it comes to ego was there was a lot more back then where you were put in your place. As now, I feel like it's a little bit more, you know, ego is a pat on the head. You know, you can't do that, but it's okay. We understand. Do you know what I mean?
I think that at the end of the day, like, yeah, I agree in a way because, you know, like, what Jack Perry did at their biggest pay-per-view like that they ever had. Like in all honesty, Punk shouldn't have had been the person to come and like do something. But you know, if there had been like leadership behind the scenes, like, you know, I like AEW, I like it a lot. But if Tony Khan would have been a leader, yeah, you have guys that like,
you know, if the Undertaker had been there, you know, if he was WWE.
Oh yeah, like that's when Shawn Michaels was going out to WrestleMania, and he was going to go with to go against Stone Cold Steve Austin, and he said, you know, I'm not sure if I'm feeling. I don't really think I should. You know, I'm not sure if I should lose this. And the Undertaker kind of took him aside, and he told him, you know, I'll be right here. You know, you have to do what's good for the business, and that's all he had to say, because if he didn't, getting his ass kicked.
And I reckon that's what I said to Vincent Mann.
I wish he'd kick Vincent's ass too much. Anyway, we'll get on to this when we get to the No Name Wrestling podcast, which we'll be filming this week. So you guys better listen to that on the Patreon. And I am working on some stuff for that as well. Eventually, I want to shove part of the No Name Wrestling podcast, at least part of it, over onto our podcast when we get to do that. Because it's something we do together.
Mm.
And I want to have like kind of a podcast series that we're doing.
Yep.
We have a movie podcast one. We got the No Name Wrestling podcast, which is a lot of fun. And if you haven't checked it out, and you're a Patreon member, check it out. There, it's audio only, so you can just like be like doing stuff in the background, whatever. Listen to it. I love the fact that they're audio only because it just lets me relax a bit more.
Well, that's because what happens is when they're an audio only, me and Aaron just sit completely naked doing it.
That's it. Yeah, just butter and all this type of stuff. It's all cool stuff. All right. But with that being said, we've looked at the aerosail, we've looked at the radiance, and we've looked at the vinegar syndrome, and for me, so like partner like releases.
I think them also so, to be honest. I mean, I think Arrow's sale is the same every time, except for maybe a couple of new titles, like Tremors and that.
There's some good prices in there.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They don't really change much. Radiance's titles I'm excited for. Vinegar Syndrome, I just kind of I'll go with it now.
It's like he's just like an old like shirt or something. He's
exactly. That's exactly what it's like.
It's comfortable.
Yeah, exactly.
Make sure that you pick up your copy of Doctor Strange.
Yes, that looks good.
It actually is pretty cool, man. I was shocked. Like it's got like it's high def, like it's Blu-ray and DVD.
Did you put it on?
I haven't checked. Let me see something. Here, let's do this one here. Because I can do this. I got to just mute it, but. Let's turn this on. So one of the neat things now about having this in the background, and you'll see this when you see my German media book unboxings on Patreon.
You can have the TV there.
Yep. So hopefully I'm doing that okay. We have this, guys. I didn't mute it. No, I muted it.
Put the sound on.
Yeah, no, I did not want to. Here we go.
We want to hear the sound.
Who wants to see a couple seconds of Poodoo Hootens?
Ooh. The quality looks great for me.
Now remember, this is a TV film, so don't expect it to be like it is still a TV movie.
Whoa.
Supplements, colors. So what's let's see the featurette. What is that? So trailer. So the trailer makes it. So let's go to the film stuff. Remember, this is a TV film, so I'm not expecting this to be like pristine.
Look at that! That's super clear.
If the movie looks like this, I'll be super stoked and be amazed. Because it's a 70s TV movie, from 78, I think. Same year Halloween came out, but TV. So I'm not expecting the restoration of a Halloween. So if you did it, fantastic, wonderful, love that.
Go. Now they need to do is release the Fantastic Four one.
So let's go to the scene.
Well, that looks good.
Actually, that's a damn good, like, way better than expected.
Wow.
It's definitely a master.
The colours look lovely on it. And that's on this video, so it's got to look better than that.
Yeah. Here we got Morgana Le Fay coming down to let's see, I can get a scene. The ancient one's a bit of a bitch in this movie, though. He's kind of wimpy.
Doesn't surprise me. To be honest, it's the 70s.
Look at that.
That's so clear.
I did not expect it to be like. I honestly didn't, guys. I expected it just to be.
That's mental.
Yeah, I recommend it, guys.
It looks like I'll be picking that up now.
Yeah, the Elephant did a good release on this. So let's dive into.
What does the Doctor Strange soundtrack sound like?
Can't put that on here right now. The good thing about
No, I mean, when we finish the video, I mean.
Oh yeah, what I'll do is after we finish this video, I'll actually show you. Also, I'll leave it on here. So let's go to supplements. I want to see what this is.
Oh, it's about the comic.
Oh, that's kind of cool, man. I can see some Dormammu on here. Are we gonna see some Dormammu, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if this is English, but we'll find out. I'll find out afterwards. And next,
It's got to be in English unless they dubbed it over.
That's sometimes it happens. Only one thing that I've had so far. It's Ditko. Ditko right now.
Whoa.
Go see what there. Let's pause that. Oh, depending on who that is. All right, find out afterwards. So for you guys, we're about to head out.
Yep.
And for Malcolm, stay here because we're going to find out if this is.
It's
So-
looking good.
Thank you guys so much for coming in tonight. I've got some Doctor Strange stuff to look at right now. It's the Elephant Films release. If anybody is interested in checking that out. And next time I come on here, I'll let you know if this is a English featurette and if the trailer's in English as well. See you guys soon. Thank you, Malcolm, for coming in. And check out the Patreon. There's a bunch of unboxings. Malcolm knows I filmed 18 yesterday. So lots of stuff coming up. And this is good. Okay, I'm stoked. Let's find out. See you guys right here next time. Have a wonderful day, guys. Buy responsibly, but buy what you love and love what you buy. See you soon.
Buy as much as you can. Take care, guys.